Hello and welcome to the Relationship Revolution. I'm Miguel. On this channel, we work on transforming those repetitive dating patterns and cycles into lasting, meaningful relationships. So whether you're trying to figure your dating life out or whether you want a better quality relationship, this is the place to be. So hit the subscribe and let's get going. Today's episode is super exciting because as a child, I used to love reading these like columns in the sort of home magazine where people would submit their questions and someone would answer these really deep, difficult to answer questions. And it was my favorite thing to read on a Friday afternoon. And today I am starting with Dear Miguel. This is going to be from emails that I've been getting from you, which is really crazy because on Monday I submitted and put up my email address. I had no idea that someone was actually going to use this, and yes, they did. So today we're going to be talking about dealing with loneliness after a breakup. I got an email from Alex, and Alex gave me their permission to use their name, and Alex wrote in the subject, Dealing with Loneliness Post-Breakup. Dear Miguel, I'm feeling extremely lonely after my recent breakup. My friends are supportive, but it's not the same. How can I cope with this loneliness and find comfort during this difficult time? Sincerely, Alex. So Alex, thank you so much for being the first person to drop me an email. And if you've got a question, please drop it in the emails. Now, friends, dealing with loneliness is one of the most difficult things, not just in a relationship or out of a relationship, but in general, in the world today, there is a massive challenge and a massive problem with loneliness. And when we lose someone who has become a companion, a part of our daily life, we lose this connection to this partnership which makes us feel less alone in this world. So it's absolutely normal, and I'm so sorry if you are going through this because it is a very difficult thing to do. Now the whole world and all, the mainstream media and everyone is telling you, get out there, go and do things, get your friends to come and visit you, fill yourself with as many things as you can to distract yourself until the loneliness goes away. Go to football games, go to concerts. Friends, one of the biggest things in the world that people don't understand, and I'm sure you do if you're in this position, is that sometimes you can be amongst 20,000 people at the most amazing event and still feel completely alone. So in this, there is a lot more that we need to unpack, but I'm going to reduce this and make it easy for us, because the truth is that if you're feeling lonely because you have lost someone in your life, whether it's due to a breakup, a divorce, or even due to death, right? One of the greatest things that we don't realize in relationships is that loneliness is not only about filling our bucket with whatever we're missing, but the other component to loneliness is what we're no longer able to give, right? It's not that we are just being served in a relationship, but we're also serving and giving and participating in making someone else happy. And this is the secret to overcoming loneliness. They discovered it. It is not in taking, but in giving. You will not believe how much benefit you can get from becoming more useful in society when you've got all this time, all this space, by going to an animal shelter and volunteering at an orphanage, by volunteering at a youth group or at a church. I have seen this over and over, how people who are going through hard, difficult depression times, who start giving, even though their own bucket or their own cup is so empty, and they start giving of themselves to others who are in need, to others who cannot help themselves, and to see the change that happens in their lives. I used to work at a non-profit organization, and in South Africa, this is a major thing where there is so much need, where there are so many vulnerable children and elderly people. And I have seen it firsthand how an elderly lady who had just lost her partner actually started volunteering at one of our children's soup kitchens. And she started participating. First of all, she was very quiet. She was sitting in the corner, just cutting carrots. And a few weeks weeks later, she was serving food, and a few months later, she was the grandma of the community because she had fallen in love with life again, and her life became full with meaningful interactions, not at home necessarily, but in her daily lives. And I spoke to her and I said to her, what is the big secret for you? And she said, when I go home, I cannot wait to get back here because suddenly I'm not alone anymore. I have value and meaning. And the truth is, Alex, for you and for anybody else listening right now, is that if there is somewhere where you can invest help, where you can give value, whether it be teaching someone how to play an instrument, whether it be helping someone cut the grass, or, anything of that sort, it is something that you should really do. Because by helping other people, by being involved in making a difference in someone's life, you are also re-establishing your own value, and you're also understanding that loneliness is not based on one person, but based on the ability to give. And if you continue to do this, when you are ready to move into your next relationship, you will also not be only so dependent on having that one relationship to give to feed your need to be in something meaningful, but you will also still be part of something greater. And our ability to connect to a greater community makes us feel less lonely. So I hope this helps. It might be oversimplified, but this is the best advice that I can give you, and I guarantee you that it works. Now, being with your friends, having supportive friends and family, that's great. Not everyone always understands what you're going through, and your closest friends are sometimes just there saying to you, just move on, find someone else, it's going to get better. That doesn't reduce the loneliness. And being around people who are constantly feeding you with, just hopium, hope that everything gets better, just give it time, it'll get better, that isn't going to help you feel connected. So get out there, go and do something meaningful for someone else, go and help, go and participate, and become a part of your society again. Become a part of your family in a meaningful way, not about how you can take from them, but in how you can connect and give and participate and really grow again. This is how you grow out of loneliness. Thank you for watching The Relationship Revolution, and also, don't forget to hit the like, drop a comment, and also maybe subscribe. See you soon.